like a lot of people don't understand how sometimes just venturing into all these available commodities everywhere can actually be profitable, because people like, oh, this product is everywhere, what am I going to make, like what gain am I going to make by selling food stuff? That's what I thought until I actually got into palm oil business, guys. The money is there, like there's so much money in palm oil business, but you have to be so strategic about it. You have to plan adequately. So what actually brought this business idea to me was because I grew up in the north basically, and palm oil there, it's either it's expensive or like the taste is actually like kind of bad or spoiled. Like most times, like my parents, we had to send money down to the east and someone had to get like palm oil and then send it to us in the north. So I was like, okay, the last time I went there, I was like, I can actually do this. I can be doing like, because I'm in the east right now, so I can be doing like a palm oil business, like maybe supplying to the north, you get, since they don't actually have like good supply there. But nothing actually prepared me for what I face like starting that business. But I'm just going to get into it because the business is really lucrative, and I ended up making like lots of income from that, running into millions. So I didn't start big. If you're thinking, oh, I put in my whole money or I don't have the resources, and I'm just like you, I literally did not know where to start, how to go about it. Or I've done lots of business, right, but none of them had to do with like agriculture or like the food industry. That's one part that, oh, I'll just be like, oh, I don't want to get my hands dirty, that's like physical job, I just prefer to do online things. But we forget that social media, and there are lots of tools that are here to make the job easy for us. So when I started it, I did lots of research, like lots of research. If you know me, you know I love to do research. Before I start something, I'm going to make sure I find out everything I can about it. So that was the case with palm oil, and then I found out like the best places to get palm oil from. I even like found out that there was grade of oil. Before I didn't know that there's like grade. I thought oil is oil, you just go and buy oil. And guess another thing I found out, like in the whole Nigeria, I was thinking like palm oil is excess in Nigeria, like anywhere you go, palm oil. Just for me to find out that we even import oil, like in this country that we have lots of fertile land and palm trees, we import palm oil sometimes. Like I was just like, oh more, nah, so like, do you get? So, but first, because I wanted to make my business legit, like you get, I wanted to differentiate myself from the women that actually sell in the market and measure for people. So I registered my business. First things first, I already like had a base where I wanted to like supply the oil to, so that was not an issue for me. Then now, okay, when I registered the business, like different things, like when I was doing my research, I had like so many things. Like, do you get, I needed storage, I needed gallons, I needed, lots of people want to do this business, and then I'm sure you're like in the same shoes with me, because you don't know where to get. But we forget that people, everyone is a tool around you. Social media is a tool. You can't be saying, oh, I want to get into this business, and let's see your Facebook, your Instagram following are just full of followers, are just full of celebrities and everything. You're not following anybody into that line of things you want to do or something. So how are you going to get information? How are you going to know stuff? Me, I was just basically a girl, like you get, existing in the, like living my life. I didn't even know anything about this kind of business. And then when I wanted to venture it, I have people like living in some oil producing part like Unsuka, but like from what, when I called, like I just did like maybe researching, calling people, asking for the price of that there. It was not time to buy it, but I wanted to know like the price. So one thing I found out was like the oil in Unsuka, like you would get good grade A oil, but it was very expensive. Like it was very expensive. And when you're getting into business, sometimes you're trying to be profitable. So if you buy something costly, what are the chances that you're going to make profit after selling that stuff? Because you're not the only one selling that commodity face to face. Lots of people are selling it. So what makes you different if your own is like extremely pricey? Do you understand? And some people don't understand that even like in the grade A oil, there's grade A in grade A. Do you understand? The taste differs. So that was just like a no for me, because that's where I had people in Osaka, but the oil there was like way expensive. So I had to like look into the south. We had like Akwa Ibom, Calabar. Honestly, I don't know a single soul that lives there, but I had like friends and like classmates, secondary school, primary school. Do you get that? are from that state. So what I had to do, I just had to like contact them. I started making calls, sending messages, contacted a lot of people, and I'm like, okay, do you actually know somebody that knows somebody, or do you have a relative or something that is based in maybe your community or a community that they produce oil that can help with this? I'm willing to pay the person, I'm willing to like pay for that service. And you get, they also made their own calls, and with that, that's how I got like one or two people that you get that lived there. Now I had to also, before I even, okay, I had to like be working. I didn't even know that maybe for you to get the oil, I was thinking you just go to the market like where they are selling in bulk and you buy it. For where they'll be telling you oil has not come, wait, you will be on queue for weeks, like you get. And if oil comes, like if they call you, you have to run with your gallons, take bus and go there, because before you say Jack Robinson, like the oil has finished. Like oil is like a huge commodity, and that's why during the scarcity period, like after the season, it's so hard and it's so expensive to get oil. Luckily, my friend introduced me to like one of her distant, relative that actually lived there. And then when I spoke to him, he was willing to do it. I did not have much money. I'm telling you, I said this business with like 150. So if you're thinking I had plenty money, I did not really. I didn't have so much money. So I only paid him like a little from that. Do you understand? And then another thing that I needed to sort out, he was the one that went like asked questions, went to those places that they sell, like got the prices of like maybe gallon, like 25 liters, all those stuffs. What I wanted, I now compared like the price, and I was like, okay, it's way cheaper there, and then I was going to get it from there. Of course, I had to pay for his logistics and all those stuff. So the next thing was accommodation, like storage, because definitely I'm not going to like, they're not going to buy the oil and send it to me, and it's just going to be like waste. Do you understand? Like there's going to be so much time, energy and resources I'm going to spend on that. I just needed somewhere to like store the oil for me to await when I would sell. So we found a place, like all these things you can easily get like people that will do them for you. Somebody, like there's a room where he stays, and then he didn't charge much. He just charged like, let's say 20k. I could use the storage, I could use his storage space and store my oil products and all those kind of things. I was very lucky I got that space. The next thing I had to do like some carpentry work, like you can't just like drop the oil on the floor. They have to be like keep it somewhere so that it would not, like the oil will be very preserved for the time we wanted to sell. So then I thought, okay, after this I'm just going to go and get the oil. Almost to get the oil was another war, like World War III, that kind of thing. But luckily, after some weeks of waiting, and then it was like the period for getting like the cheaper rates for the oil was like exceeding. Do you get? I had to like put lots of pressure, make lots of calls. Finally, we were able to like secure the oil. We bought, like, I didn't buy much. I just bought like, let's say 7 gallons. Do you understand? And it was way affordable, because this year the price has really changed. Like the price has increased a lot. If you're into it or you're making your research to venture into that, you would understand what I'm talking about. So this year now, let's see, 1 gallon there, it's 25 liters. It's like, some people are even selling 37, 42, 43, 45, depending on the grade. And if you're looking for a sugar, you even get like 57. So it's like huge, like the difference is huge. And then I wonder what they're going to be selling when it's now time to sell. That means it's going to, the price is going to get up to like 70k or something. So that's just by the way also. Bought my oils, stored them, the storage period was, and then another thing that I wanted to brand the oil back. That's why I even registered the business. So I just had to also online resources, check Facebook, check. There are so many people that say I'm like branded bottle, or they could like produce for you. There are some places in Lagos, in Kano, that you can get this kind of, you get branded bottles that you would, if you want to repackage to sell, or if you want to just sell it to the market like that, it's still absolutely your choice. So I think that's just basically the steps. I had to buy those products. Before that, I had paid like a designer to like design my logo, and that was like part of the first things I did. She designed my logo, printed. I just printed some that I wanted to use, and my friend has already helped me. Like, we spoke to some places that we intended to supply. So as I stated earlier, supply was not the issue. Okay, so we already had a spot to supply to when we were ready to sell, that kind of stuff. So that's basically the stuff. And then I was surprised, like, it was like this year I'm still like into doing that business again because of the kind of revenue it generated from last year. So if you're looking to go into agricultural produce, like this one produce, you should look at. And I'm just sharing my journey with you so you won't make the kind of mistakes I made, or you won't think, oh, this business is going to be so difficult to start, I don't have anybody, I don't know anybody who's going to help me. You can contact me, even if you've not spoken to the person. Like, ask questions. It's a hustle, it's not something you should be ashamed of. And if you think I just sat down and I was doing this and I had time, it's a lie, because I literally work like 8 to 6, or like long hours. I work extremely long hours, and I barely have time to do any other thing. But I had to make time because I needed, like, I need to expand, I need more side hustles. So if you watch this video till now, it means like you really enjoy this content. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.